Hey everyone, welcome to Low Desert Love. My name is Jay. We are gardening in our backyard in the low desert of Arizona. It is currently February 4th. So if you are gardening in the low desert, you are coming up quick on your average last frost date. So if you're going to start seeds, now is the time. Do you have to start seeds to grow food? No. But for certain plants, peppers, tomatoes, sometimes getting a head start gives you a better chance at having production before the summer heat sets in. If you don't have your seeds yet, the summer in Arizona gets kind of split down the middle when the heat sets in June, July, August, September. It gets too hot for plants to produce pollen. So you can kind of hedge your bets into 2 short growing seasons, pick up some early variety or short season varieties of seeds to try and bolster your production before the heat sets in. Once you have your seeds, you're going to need a couple more things. You're obviously going to need something to grow those seeds in. So you're going to need containers. This year is my first year using fancy containers. I got these from Bootstrap Farmer. They're heavy, heavy duty. The Arizona sun kills everything here. So I broke down, I bought the heavy duty stuff. Hopefully it lasts me a couple years. We'll find out. But you don't have to spend money on stuff like that. You can start seeds in strawberry containers. These are great because they have the holes in the bottom. So it makes bottom watering super simple. I've used recycled pots from buying starts at the nursery. I've used, big box store, Amazon, Lowe's, Home Depot, what have you, trays. They're flimsy. You can hear them. They don't last long. And that's fine. As long as you know what you're spending your money on, it set your expectations right. Something I've had a lot of success with is the cup and cup method. You take a clear cup, you punch some holes in the bottom, and you take an opaque cup, and you do it like that. This is great for a couple of reasons. One, you get the bottom watering effect. And 2, you can see as the plant grows. If you're gardening with kids, this is great because you can see the roots come out. It also gives you a good heads up as when you're going to get root bound because you can actually see everything in there working. Soil is the other thing you're going to need. You can use seed starting mix. I find seed starting mix too expensive for my needs. I start a lot of seeds. I can't afford that. You can get sterile media, which is like your coco coir, your peat moss, your perlite. I've used that before and that's fine, but my plants are going to be in their cups for like 6 weeks. They need nutrition. Sterile media doesn't have nutrition. So I use potting soil. This is just organic, $8 a bag potting soil from big box stores. I think that came from Home Depot, possibly Lowe's, one of the two. And I take it and I sift it. Cute little sifter. It sifts out all of the giant chunks of wood chips. The wood chips go in the garden, nothing's wasted, and it leaves me with the fluffy stuff that you need for seeds. Seed grow. The nutrients that comes in potting mix will feed your starts until you put them out into the garden. You're going to want to think about the kind of water you're going to use, and I know that may seem strange from a seed starting perspective, but if you have a water softener system in your house, tap water is probably not going to be the way you want to go. All that extra salt can really stunt or inhibit the growth of your seeds and starts. I would recommend using hose water, which usually your water softener system doesn't come from. Or we have distilled water in the house for other reasons, but that is what I use on my plants. As far as grow lights go, there's really 2 things you can do. You can buy actual grow lights. I suggest full spectrum. I use square 45 watt full spectrum lights. I'll put the link below. Or you can go with shop lights. They make shop lights with really high daylight wattages. I'll put a link for the one I use down below as well. I got it at Home Depot. It's a 2500 plus lumen light with, there's some other rating on there that's got to be over 5,000. I'll put that information below. So light, water, soil, you're off to the races. Seed starting doesn't have to be complicated. You're talking about soil, seeds, water, and light. Once you handle those things, you're just a couple weeks away from getting outside into the garden. We'll check in later this week with how my seed starts are doing, and in my next video, we're going to talk about how to get the garden bed ready to put your seeds into. See you in the next video.